Hey guys, how's it going? June 6, 2022. And we're back online. Hey Bob. Alright. Let's get back into it here. So we had a brownout, which of course has left the hump all screwed up. Yeah, I gotta see how many do I have here. Cincinnati. Looks like that's fine. So which way was it going? I don't even know which way it was going here. Birmingham, Oak. Oh, I see. Okay. So Montgomery. Looks like this Montgomery's okay. Alright, so I'm going to have to go in, grab Montgomery. Well, it really doesn't matter. I can grab whatever I have to grab. Let me make sure that this is off. Which it is on. Which I don't know why it would be. Oh, because it's enabled. There we go. Alright. So, I guess I don't have to worry about that side. So, we'll start with this first. Work our way down. Make sure everything else is aligned. Yep, we're good. Yeah, I thought that might happen. That's as far as I want to take it anyways. And I have to chase. Well, that's not too bad actually. I think I just have to chase the one. No, I have to chase three. Five. Hey Anthony, how's it going? Yeah. I need to go back further. Yeah, going over the hump's the tough part when you're controlling the full train. What the hell? Yeah, that's way too fast. I'll get yapping once this thing gets cleaned up. I want to focus right now. A lot on my mind. This was all a brownout, no biggie. Then I forgot to put the server back up, which, well, it's only down for an hour, but shit happens. Nope, didn't want to do that. What the hell? Now the question is it still being driven AI? Because that came down the hill after the server came back on. And I had a corrupt train. Let's bring that to a stop for a second. I think those two cars, probably this whole thing now. Okay, let's cut our losses. Ooh, that really cut our losses. Okay, something got corrupt there. May have lost the whole train. I'm not going to reboot the server. If I lost a train, it's not the end of the world. Dispatch, let's see here. I had a corrupt train earlier and then I was going to copy it over to the clipboard and I didn't. Because it went away. So I thought everything was fine, but that was my fault. I should have... Okay. No, it's gone. Okay. So that's what happens when you're running the hump and you have a brownout. Let me go ahead and delete these extra ones then. I'm just gonna cut my losses. Which sucks, but what can you do? Alright, so we've got power in these, we've got power in that, we got another one here that I can run. I think I'm okay to do it, although I should be matching it up again if I do. Let's see here. So now B and C, but B and C was the issue before, so I should be able to get at least one more down. And I think I will do that. The problem is now I'm short a set of hump units, but that's okay. Let's see how many B and C's we've got in here. Lots of Chicagos. What else is new? Yeah, we're fine. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll go ahead and I will get 6 tracks in, I guess it would be. Something like that. Alright. Okay, so now I've not much to focus on at the moment. Pretty straightforward. Once I get it into gear. So anyways, yeah, I was on, I think it was, I don't know, yesterday. I've been on quite a bit. A little more than lately, I should say. But not as much as I once was. But I kind of explained, you know, kind of defended that whole stance as to why that was. And hotter days at lunch usually meant during the weeknights I would go out. Now today I walked at lunch. So I like to get a walk in if I can. And as the summer comes, this is going to happen more and more. But tonight, or today actually, was a nice, you know, spring-like day. And I took advantage of it. Went out for a lunch and everything was fine. If there's rain, there's rain, then, you know, we get a rain. But we've had a lot of good weather. And then you've got the other factor was I was talking about with Emmett and him being home and a few other things. So, needless to say, I haven't been around as much. One of the factors, though, I'll say this much, and I didn't want to touch base on it too much, because I was like, Hey Bill, how's it going? I didn't want to touch base on it too much because number one, it's not a big deal for me. It really is not. However, if there's any lack of motivation with me right now, the lack of motivation comes in the lack of server activity. Now, this is a totally different animal than what it once was. If we didn't have an AI dispatching system that is literally running everything you're seeing on this right now and going in here, let me before I still run, let me stop and I'll show you. So everything here, and I spent time on the weekend again adding more symbols. So I'm continuously building this, not just for the server, but I'm building it for my own enjoyment. So it's going. It's doing what it's doing. And I'll tell you something right now. Nobody out there takes advantage of this. I don't know if any other server really takes advantage of this quite like I do. I don't know, and I don't care. I'm not worried about what other servers do. Now, when version 3 was released, I looked around. I looked around at some of my old stomping grounds. I looked around, and my old stomping ground being the former RTS server. They do things differently. They were okay. The way they did things in version 2 worked for me. And they're continuing to do things the same way for version 3. I talked with Michael a lot about it to see what was going on. And I started out in California first, just running by myself, just to wait and see how things were going to go. And eventually I put a server up. I put the server back. I put an RTS server right back up again. And it didn't start at 24 hours. I had sleep issues. I did not sleep issues in the recent past, and I didn't want to get back into those again. So having a computer on at night, even though the sound was off, having that fan on would disturb me. The good news is it doesn't bother me. In fact, I can still run overnight. No problem. I have no problems running overnight. I have no problems running during the day. But here's where it gets interesting. Do I need to be a 24/7 server for the amount of little traffic that I get? Probably not. But I've always put the server ahead of anything else. And that's okay, because I'm fine with that. I think the server is still not connecting. I have blank or number of player shows. Okay, it probably reset. Let me thanks for mentioning it. Oh shit. Yeah. Let's see here. What's the IP address that you're showing? So what is my IP? I think my IP changed. We had a brownout here, so because the server reset, I imagine the IP reset. Normally it doesn't reset. So let me I think I can go ahead and I feel pretty confident that I can go ahead and post that. RTS General. I think the IP address changed. Try that. So, anyways, yeah, what was I saying? I can't remember. Blah, 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 blah. Where am I here? Let me just focus on that. Sorry, I wanted to get that, make sure that people can connect to the server. Okay. So I'm here, there, reverse, do. I don't know which track I gotta be on. Okay, so we'll make it down there. I think we have to go down before the lights, or the light poles in the middle, I mean. Yeah, that'll work. So yeah, anyways, like I'm continuing to do what I have to do. To try and you know, keep the server going. Bottom line is this. Like I said, there's nobody doing what I'm doing. If there is, I may not run a server. I may just say, hey, there we go. So I take that was the issue. Oh, speaking of issues, I guess I'm over here. That's right, I came down this way. So I gotta put myself here. Then I got to put myself there. Alright. So Switcher's on you know, he's on pretty much every night. He's been continuing to do, you know, things. Other people, you know, come and go. Some people are busy with work, whatever. There was a lot of other people who were anxious to get in or something like that, and they didn't have much interest for long. It's not like, I mean, I have a YouTube channel. It's not like even though my YouTube live streams have died off, it's not like you can't find out what the hell's going on, and it was kind of weird. So, I mean, the reality of the situation is, I don't need to run a server. I could do this single player, and I would be quite content. But it's much better at least having myself and Switcher on. So no, I'm not going to. Oops, I guess I should be going 15 miles an hour here. So at the very least, I'm going to continue to run the server, and Switcher and I are going to run, and I'll make sure he can get on, and we'll get on, and then if anybody else is around, then that's good. I might do it that way. I don't know. But am I going to be 24/7 in the foreseeable future? I don't know. Now I have my cable is changing this week. Something's going on. Something. Oh yeah, not my cable is changing. The what do you call it? What track am I supposed to be on here? I know what track visually I'm supposed to be, but I don't know where I am physically. Okay. Is there like an opening here that I can kind of get an idea? Yeah, that's it right there. Okay. I think that was the one. I know it had Chicago at the back, so yeah. We'll try it that way. So yeah, hello. I was like, I see somebody. Almost ran right into him. But yeah, I will continue to run the server as long as I'm capable of running it. My cable is changing, I think, on Friday. I don't know what that is going to mean. It could be down for... I got to announce it still, but I haven't done it just yet. I want to kind of get the official day. I'm pretty sure it's on Friday. I'm going to have to take the server down before I go to work on Friday morning. And then it should be back up, hopefully Friday night if all goes well. But the server ain't going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I started seeing, you know, I saw a few chats. Then I started seeing some. Well, I saw chats both on the server, and then I saw chats in the last little while here, thinking that I'm out of it. I'm like, okay, I'm not as on as much, but that doesn't mean I'm out of it. Things change. It's summer. It's beautiful out. There's and I mean even if I was to, you know, kind of back off a little bit and not try to burn myself out, no big deal. But just like that is, and you know, I get right back into it. But like I said before, I was saying just before Switcher had mentioned about the IP. I remember my train of thought exactly now. It's the lack of activity, or sorry, the lack of activity isn't helping my motivation. Doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. Doesn't mean I'm not going to run Run8. It's not like I have. It's not like I have other hobbies. Like I mean, I do to extent. I mean, I haven't flown my drone since Run8 version 3 came out, and I've had no interest in it. It's actually before that I think I stopped flying my drone, but it's been a while. You know, there's other things that I could be doing, but I don't have these other hobbies. This is my hobby. This will continue to be my hobby, as you know, in the foreseeable future. I mean, long term, I would like to have a homestead, or either that or a sailboat or something like that. I thought for a minute I disappeared again. I was gonna say, you got to be kidding me. But I was on the wrong track. Okay, perfect. Alright, we'll get this going. But normally, I mean, and the other thing too is, and I gotta put it into my YouTube somehow, is a lot of times I'm just on Discord. Like this evening, I was on earlier this evening. Humped, no, I started humping the one, which is the one that kind of disintegrated itself. Where the hell's my damn train? There it is. Weekend mornings is very common for me to go in. Because my my son, he's sleeping. Or he's upstairs with his mom or whatever, so I don't make much noise in on a Saturday or a Sunday morning, so okay. So we'll take care of that. Now So hopefully I got that out of the way, but I ain't going anywhere. I mean, seriously, I am not. Are there times though, and this is where I'm starting to ask myself, well, maybe I should. I had that little time where I missed ATS. I ran it once and that was it. I got ahead of my system. It was literally for like a few hours of running, and you know, because I hadn't done it in a while, and you're just like, okay, that was it. As I said before, I may be on if there was a real busy server that did the way I would want to run a server, I would be part of it. I would join them. You know, if it beats doing all the extra work and behind things, but that's okay, because there is no server like that. Not that I know of. If there's a server that runs like I run, go ahead. And that's even the former RTS server. No disrespect to the guys on the Southwest server or whatever. They do what they want to do, and that's cool. But they like dispatching. They're not a big fan of the AI system. They don't trust it, and it'll bog down and stuff like that. I think it's awesome that you can run 24 hours. And right now, I've finally, this past weekend, I got things all weighted out. As far as oops, I guess I got to start this. Hey Jeffrey. So I got the what I call weights, the weights of the frequency of trains. It's actually matching the trains that we have in the system right now. Now there's other trains that I haven't put back in that still need to be added, and then there's more research that I have to do on other trains. Oh, let's. Okay, so 9,403. Well, I definitely got to go down track 10. Oh, 9,000. Yeah, that's. I think I'll be fine with 4 units. I think I'll just fit them. Barely. That's not 10, is it? No. Okay. I had 10 the first time. But, you know, I've been happy to go ahead with, you know, my vision of how I'd like the server to be. And the beautiful thing about this is I don't need new members. I certainly don't mind them. The more the merrier, actually, but it's not like I need them. Oh, there's the moon up there. Let me just make sure I get the engine started here. I won't worry about the rest. I guess I gotta get your lights going on too. Because everything was resetted, or reset, because I had a brownout, which is a pain in the ass. Haven't had one of those in a while. Have I considered the depot server? I'm not interested in the depot server. They can kiss my ass. Like Sean. Sean's a great guy, but the rest of them can all kiss my ass. I got a history. I'm banned. I am banned on their forums. Too many cooks in the kitchen. No interest in the depot server. And I don't even know if the depot the depot does things. Put it this way, I'm probably better off going with the Southwest server, which I get along with those guys. Let's see. No. I don't know what Highball's doing, but I'm not a Facebook type of guy, so put it this way. They have to I have there's a lot I would miss if I joined another server. There's just a lot I would miss. If I knew somebody who thought like me, who basically ran the server of the power of how it, having those dispatch systems as imperfect as it is, it'd be fine. People come in, and if traffic is all screwed up, we delete a couple trains. Now, normally, I'm not a big fan of deleting trains. The other thing is, too, is the AI. The AI system, when this comes, it's going to kick ass. I'm looking forward to that, because I'm going to enjoy running that when that comes in. And I might start programming that very soon. Did I? What the hell? Okay. I thought I had a PCS for a second. I was like, that don't make sense. So I only got I only got an hour and I barely got started, so I'm not gonna. I'll get the rest of that. Or I'll get another train hump, so I mean that's a bonus, I suppose. Ooh, that might explain it. All right, giddy up. And Highball, I don't know what they're doing. See, there's not really. I mean, I'm sure there's servers that are not as busy as a Highball or a Depot out there that may do things similar to the way I like doing them. So the way I like doing it is, utilize the hump, run all the locals, run as close to as possible realistic traffic levels, pick an error, whatever the case may be, and just go to town. So operations based. That is how I would want it to be. But I'm perfectly content at having a small group of people I can depend on what might change is the 24/7 type thing. I've gotta think about it and see how things are going. Red was on earlier. I hadn't seen him for a tiny bit. There's a few others that I mean, he was on earlier though. Then of course he got knocked off because of the server, and then I never saw him again because I never got the server back up. I thought I had the server back up, but I never got it back up. So the brownout, and I cleaned up what was left over. It wasn't his fault. The server was down, so I backed his train back in, and then started the session again, or started the YouTube, I should say. But there's a lot of other people that there's others that might be coming along. I hear Bob might be coming along. I'm not talking about the Bob that's here. I'm talking Bob Loblaw. Bob Loblaw? Is that how you say it? Bob Loblaw? Bob Loblaw is his alias. But anyways, he is an admin with back on Railroads Online with me. And as far as I know, I don't think he's got version 3 yet, but he's had version 1 and 2. He's interested. JB's been around. That's JB. The reason why I, recently gave access to JB. So I mean, was because Bob. He knew Bob. It was easy. And I'm open to giving access, or not giving access, or having access for others. It's yes, it's a private server, but it's not closed for membership. Well, right now it's fine the way it is. I much rather focus on building the server, building the systems, which I'm still doing. Like I said, AEI system. That's the one that I've wanted to do for a long time, and it could happen sooner than later. I fixed the timers over the weekend. I don't know if I fixed them. I think I fixed them last night. Got those all fixed up in the one industry. I was gonna back off 24 hours on all the updates. Didn't do it. Didn't Bob. It's not that. Real life is more important. Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's fine. But I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about the fear of the subscribers. I'm basically saying it just to cover, to say it's like I'm not going anywhere. I'm happy with what I'm doing, and the only thing I may not do is I may shy away from 24/7 and look at other things. But other than that, I mean look at other things as in like a secondary thing. This is my primary thing, and this will always be my primary thing unless I get a homestead someplace. That's the only thing that would probably take me away from this right now. I can't think of anything else that would. Unless I get totally tired and bored of it, which I'm nowhere near that. Okay, he's coming down. once I get the AI system in, humping becomes more efficient. It's already pretty efficient. Whew. Okay, let's go to the sheets. What happened to the train that I was humping? Uh-oh. That didn't work. Wonder why. It says it's enabled, but it never humped. So what the hell's going on? That's weird. Alright, well, we'll fix that in a minute. I was wondering, it was like, the damn thing's not humping. Now, mind you, I came back from, well, no, everything had reset. I disabled the hump and I had fixed it. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, I'll fix that shortly. All right. Where we got here? Alright, well, I guess I gotta pull that out again. Try to figure out what the hell's going on. Okay, I gotta make sure this thing is set up the way I want it. Whew. Yeah, that's weird. What's 212 doing? Yeah, I have no idea. No, the dispatcher's on. I don't know what the hell's going on here. A lot of weird stuff happening. Everything's dispatching itself. I don't know what this guy's doing. Oh. Yeah, that's auto dispatch. Okay, I thought maybe auto dispatch was off for a second, but... Well... I can try it that way. That might wake it up. Sometimes it does. Not always. kind of weird because it's at a stop it's at Hortense, which beats the hell out of me. The only thing I can think of is the passenger train is sitting at Jessup, which could be. So I might let it go until that happens, because that could very well be the issue. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. It's not what I wanted to do. What is that thing? I don't know what that button is that's grayed out. Okay, I gotta reset the hump yard. Maybe that'll help. Not to say if it will, but it might. I think you have to do a master reset after you go in there. So hopefully that was it. There, see, yeah, he's got now he's got his light. Oh, he's the hell out of me. Sometimes they're a little slow on the draw too, which happens. I know a lot of people get impatient with that, but it's actually pretty realistic. I just happened to notice it. Like Q188, he's coming up here. I don't know. It beats the hell out of me. I'll just let him go for a while. Is that thing actually running? What the hell is going on? Wow, that's slow. Yeah. Okay, I gotta see something here because something don't make sense. There was a time before where it couldn't find the hump controller. Okay, rice yard hump CO2 found by AI. I wonder if it's because I started it on the hill. Holy crap, is that slow? Okay, I gotta stop this thing because this thing's driving me nuts. I don't think he had a run at it. Yeah, it might pick up speed. Nah, you wouldn't think so. But it could be. We'll see if it starts going. There's one thing I did not check. I think it's rolling about a little bit faster now. Maybe not. Maybe once it starts pulling some cars, it'll be okay. I don't know. Something in the hump has lost its mind. And I don't know how. No, it said it found it. Okay, hold on a second here. I gotta take control of this. Hello. Nah, don't reset it yet. I'm not gonna reset it yet. I'm gonna bring it back down. Not giving me any issues with corruption. I'm just hoping the hump's not corrupted. Alright, let's try this one more time. First I was thinking one of the engines was out of fuel. I didn't know what the hell's going on, but... everything seems fine. Rice yard hump CO2 found by AY. that's definitely more power. Okay, that's taking a run at it now. Well, I'm not sure yet. I reset the hump controller. But I had reset that before, so... Once I start seeing them actually identify the cars, then we'll know for sure. But oh boy. Like, I may have been too close that last time, and then before that I hadn't reset the hump controller. Yeah, it's not going, as far as I can tell. Anyway, well, I'll give it a few minutes. Because I think it usually starts flagging them before that. No, I would have already let go. Ugh. I'm gonna try this thing one more time. Actually, no, I'm not gonna. I'll reset it once I'm out of there. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it out right where I had. I should have reset it again. I don't want to manually run it. Yeah, it's not detecting. Might be a memory bug or something, because I had a corruption inside the hump, which is worrying me now. What the hell is that number? Like that little box right there, I'm not too sure what the hell that is. Alright, let's try it one more time. If it doesn't, I may have to try rebooting the server once. And hoping. Okay, did it actually screw up again? Nope, it's picking up speed. Yeah, I'm basically like I got basically it's 1050, so if it doesn't detect it here, then what I'll probably do is AI it to the other end of the yard again and let it go for the evening. Let the server can keep going. I don't care. Um, but I'll do a reset in the morning. Might have to detect everything that's in the yard too, but we'll see. Worst case scenario, John will have to take a look at it. Yeah, we'll see. I may have reset the hump controller too close to the hump. I don't know. I got a funny feeling the actual hump is corrupted, which is a little scary. Although it's not giving me any messages. Nah, see, it's not doing it. The problem is it's not detecting it. So even if you try to do it manually, it's not going to do it. And this is a brand new train. We already lost the other one. So let me go ahead and I'm going to stop this train. I want to take a look at everything that's in this yard that I can see anyways. I'm not too worried about the south side. It's the north side that had the corruptions. Actually, let me take a look at this. See if I notice something. That's a problem. Yeah, I haven't been this far, so did what I could there. Now let me go ahead and pull it again. Roger that. Oops, wrong one. Tried doing a few things here. This shouldn't be corrupted, as far as I know. My fear is that there was a hump that was already in control of the hump that corrupted that got deleted. And if that's the case, I don't know how that saves itself or what. Because the corruption occurred on the hump. And it all had to do with that stupid ass brownout. Oh well. I was hoping to have a better backup, but I lost 15 minutes at the time. Okay. Alright. Oops. Let's go to the hump controller. Okay, we'll see what happens here. One way or another, I'm going to bed after this one. I won't reset the server tonight. So I deleted a few other loose strings that were in there, and I am hoping that solves it. Let's see if I see anything weird up there. Switches are lined that way, and they're lined that way, and it doesn't really matter where they're lined. Once it's reset, it should be fine. No. It ain't going. So I just relinquished everything. I'm going to leave it as is. Actually, I'll pull it out. I'll pull it out of the way one more time, and then I will leave it as is. I don't know what's going on with it. But it ain't gonna hump. I wouldn't bother doing the manual because it's not even going to detect it. It has to detect it, and it's not detecting the cars. I don't know why, but it's not. What's going on with this thing now? Oh, it's going. Okay. What the hell's this train? Really? Okay, well, unfortunately, we didn't get much done. But them's the breaks. It's 11:11 at night, and I'm going to bed. And I'll reset the server in the morning, but... or hopefully... hopefully everything else is okay, but I don't know. Okay, that's just weird. Anyways, guys, that's all for now. Not too sure what's coming up next. We'll have to wait and see how the server's doing. it's like, I don't know. But anyways, all the other stuff from before applies, so we'll see how things go. But so far, myself, Switcher, and a few others are still grinding it out, so... Anyways, that's all for now. Have a good one, guys. We'll talk to you later.